That $3,500 tax refund hitting your account is not a win. It is an anesthetic. While you feel the relief, a global wealth transfer is quietly draining your other pocket. That check is just the interest-free loan you gave the government while inflation quietly torched your savings. It is a 90-day trap designed to be swallowed back by the system. Meet Mark. $72,000 a year used to be the American dream. Now it is a high-speed treadmill to nowhere. After a $2,100 rent check and a car payment that feels like a second mortgage, he is charging groceries to a credit card just to stay fed. He is not failing. He is being harvested. Every single month is a brutal masterclass in survival mathematics. Every time he goes to the supermarket, the bill is mysteriously higher for the exact same items. He works 45 hours a week. He is chronically exhausted. Look closer. When he orders takeout on a Tuesday night instead of cooking, he is not being irresponsible with his money. He is buying back a tiny fleeting hit of dopamine from a system that grinds his energy down to the bone. Silicon Valley algorithms are explicitly engineered to hunt him in that exact moment of fatigue. They track his browsing habits. They monitor his scrolling speed. They know when his willpower is at absolute zero. This is a highly optimized extraction of human exhaustion. So when April arrives, that $3,500 refund feels like a parachute. The psychological weight actually lifts off his chest. It feels like he finally has room to breathe. Mark thinks he is finally safe, or he is dead wrong. There is an invisible architecture to the economy governing every dollar in your pocket. Right now, it is forming a mechanism we call the macro-extraction pincer. It is a two-sided squeeze. On one side, the government slides money into your left pocket through this refund to keep consumer spending from flatlining. They need you optimistic enough to keep the economic engine running. But while you check your bank balance, a pincer movement is closing in from 7,000 miles away. When a ship stops in a strait halfway across the world, your grocery bill in Ohio spikes 2 weeks later. This is not macroeconomics. It is a direct raid on your bank account that you never saw coming. This is where most people fail. They look at the world stage and miss the hand reaching into their own pocket. Your refund is not just disappearing. It is being redirected to pay for a global crisis you did not create. This is happening to you right now as hidden freight costs quietly surge across every supply chain feeding your city. Your refund is water in a bucket, but the bucket is made of energy-dependent goods. The system is waiting for that jagged hole in your pocket to get wider. Why? Because they know your brain cannot defend a lump sum. You will protect your paycheck, but you will surrender a windfall. And they are counting on that weakness. That is the trap. The Internal Revenue Service does not just send you money. They send you a windfall hallucination that bypasses your survival instincts. Because it feels like house money that you did not have to trade your immediate hours for, you let your guard down. Think about your email inbox right now. Those zero-down car loan offers and massive spring sales events are not a coincidence. They are digital bounty hunters tracking your exact refund date. The algorithms know the government just paid you. They are actively hunting this specific pool of capital. They create an artificial illusion of increased purchasing power. They flood your screens with ads for things you suddenly feel you can afford, tapping into that deep unfulfilled desire for a reward after months of severe financial stress. They want you to feel rich for exactly one weekend. Think about that. If you yield to that pressure and use that $3,500 to buy a new television or upgrade your phone, listen closely. You are not just buying a piece of technology. You are paying for that TV using the exact life energy you're going to desperately need to survive the inflated cost of living coming this August. You're funding your own poverty. You're handing your only defensive weapon back to the system that sold you the illusion of wealth in the first place. When the summer energy spike hits, the TV will be on your wall, but the money required to fill your gas tank will have to go on a credit card, charging 24% interest. But that is not the real problem. Being pushed into this trap is not your fault. The board is tilted against you. The math is brutal. But refusing to play by their rules is your ultimate privilege. Money is not meant to buy more plastic goods to impress people you do not even like. Money is meant to buy back your life energy. It is meant to buy you options. It is meant to build a long runway for your absolute freedom. When that money hits your account, you need a strict defensive protocol. You have to treat that refund like radioactive material. Apply the 72-hour rule immediately. Do not touch it. Do not transfer it. Do not spend a single dime of it for 3 full days. You have to let the emotional high of the deposit wear off. Let the dopamine settle so the cold, logical part of your brain can take the steering wheel back. The system relies on speed. They want your money moving before your logic catches up. By doing absolutely nothing, you break their timeline. Once the dopamine clears, you split the financial flow. Half of that refund disappears into a high-yield bunker. Not your massive big bank savings account, paying 0.01%, but a separate institution they cannot touch. An account you do not have an app for on your home screen. You are not just saving money. You are building a friction-based defense against your own impulses. This is your energy shield. By moving the cash out of sight, you create friction, the exact thing Silicon Valley algorithms hate the most. If it takes 48 hours to transfer your money back to your checking account, the impulse to buy that junk dies. You win. When gas hits $5 or $6 a gallon this summer, and the cost of basic groceries climbs yet again because global shipping rates exploded, this hidden account is going to absorb the massive shock. It stops your real wages from bleeding out. It acts as a buffer between the macroeconomic chaos of the world and the peace of mind inside your living room. It keeps you from swiping that high-interest credit card just to put food on the table for your family. But there is a fatal catch. Once you spend that initial refund on a lifestyle creep item, the shield is gone. You are completely exposed to the macroeconomic weather with nothing but an umbrella full of holes. The financial architecture of 2026 is not built for you to win. It is built to keep you just buoyant enough to keep treading water. It keeps you just comfortable enough not to ask the hard questions about where your life energy is really going every day. That $3,500 refund is not a gift from the government. It is a tool. It is a piece of leverage. You can point it at yourself through impulsive consumption, handing it right back to the massive corporations that engineered your fatigue. Or you can use it to build an impenetrable wall around your family. You can use it to buy a quiet night of sleep in September. The math of wealth does not care about your feelings, but it respects one thing: strategic patience. Most people will finish this video, feel a brief spark of clarity, and then hand that $3,500 back to a car dealership or Amazon by Friday. But you are still here. That means you are looking for the exit, not the anesthetic. If you want the specific blueprints to build that energy shield, stay with this channel. We are dissecting the invisible architecture they do not want you to see. Do not just survive the extraction, opt out of it.